Welcome, friends. I've been doing a lot of thinking lately about what actually makes a platform worth covering on this channel, and the answer I keep landing on is pretty simple. If I haven't personally tested through it and watched what comes back out, I have nothing useful to say about it. That's been my filter for a few years now, and it's kept me from putting out a lot of noise that I'd later have to walk back. And lately, that filter keeps leading me to mining infrastructure because I think there's a maturity to the technology there right now that the broader conversation just hasn't caught up with yet. And today, I'm just going to take the lid off all of that and walk through it from start to finish. Then I want to close out with the security side of operating in this space and what that realistically looks like day to day. All right, dashboard is open, so this is the core interface. Everything I work with during a session, controls, live data, management, it all lives on this one screen. Okay, so first I'm selecting a token, and this is where I want you to draw your attention for a second. This app is built on multi-chain core, which in practical terms means I'm currently sitting in front of 10 plus different assets I can work with. And that breadth isn't just a headline feature, it has a real impact on how I plan sessions. Okay, now I'm heading to the data center configuration. Here I'm setting the operational parameters for this session, the processing intensity, resource depth, and how the system is going to run from start to finish. So the reason this deserves actual thought is that these parameters feed directly into the final calculation, so there's a real cost-benefit consideration baked into how I set this. All right, going ahead and pressing start. Okay, session started, console is running and showing me all the necessary data, total time, resource utilization, session progress, and a live log that gives me a direct read on how the system is performing in real time. So I'm gonna let this work for a few minutes, and after that, I'll take you through the full withdrawal sequence step by step. Okay, a few solid minutes in, I close this session out. Okay, session is done, pop-up is on screen, and right here it's showing me the exact token count from this run. So to withdraw LTC, step 1 is entering receiving address. Let me just handle that. Okay, address is in. Next is the infrastructure settling, the platform's charge for the session, derived from my configuration settings and the total active runtime. And this is something I want to specifically call out because I think it's a well thought out detail. I have complete freedom over which token I use to settle it, purely based on what's most convenient for me at this moment. There's also a wallet connect path, but I'm running through this manually to make every step of the process visible. Everything is submitted, confirming it, and now it's just sitting and processing. That should come through a few minutes. Okay, well that is configuring. Let me get into the part of this video I've been building toward. So because the user side of that model looks clean and low friction, it's always attracted operators who are building the surface of it without any of the infrastructure underneath. Similar sites are well constructed enough to pass an initial inspection, and they're not sitting in corners of the internet you'd have to go looking for. And what sustains this as an ongoing problem is that this industry simply doesn't produce natural moments of pause. The pipeline of new platforms, new narratives, and new opportunities is constant, and that continuous movement generates a kind of ambient pressure where being thorough starts to feel like a liability. So the single operational principle I hold without any exceptions. I actually operate the product from the inside. I navigate through it, I interact with it, I pay close attention to how the interface responds when I'm genuinely using it rather than just looking at screenshots or reading descriptions. If the experience has the texture of something that was never properly user tested before launch, flows that don't resolve cleanly, features that half work, navigation that adds friction where there shouldn't be any, that tells me exactly what level of craft went into the build and, by extension, what kind of team is behind it. Okay, I want to say something that I think carries more weight in context than it would in isolation. Professionally, my starting assumption with any new platform is adversarial. I go in expecting to find the point where the story falls apart, because that's the only posture that actually produces useful information. The performance was consistent, the mechanics were clean, and nothing at any point gave me a reason to revise my working model of what I was looking at. And coming from someone whose job is specifically to find reasons to revise that model, I think that's worth sitting with for a moment before you decide whether to go take a look yourself. All right, guys, thanks for your time.